Hello, it is Jenice and Sara here with the Institute for Integrative Health and Fitness Education, and we are so excited today because it is the release of Complete Core Conditioning for the Female Core 2.0. And the reason we're so excited about this, if you didn't catch us earlier this weekend, we were getting a little excited about just this coming out because this is where Sara and I spend the majority of our time. It's really working very specifically with women and helping them understand their core. Where is it? What does it do? What shouldn't we be doing? And then just really having them gain that success over things like chronic low back pain, chronic tightness, some pelvic floor issues, pelvic pain, and a whole assortment of other things. So what Sara and I want to do today is actually share with you client case stories and the feedback really from our clients, because how we look at training our clients and how we work with women is a little bit different than what traditional personal training or fitness really looks like in a lot of gyms. And so we want to share with you what our clients have shared with us based on this work that we do with them. And this is the same information that's available now in this new product that just came out about an hour ago. So Sara, let's go ahead and start with what Christy just shared with you this week.
Yeah, Christy is a client of ours. She started seeing Dr. Osar, and I think it was 2004, and started seeing me a couple years later when I came on the team. And one of the things that she, and she continues to work with us to this day, and one of the things that she just shared with me was, you know, you feel the effects immediately, but it takes a couple months to actually see the difference. She said, you know, I came for low back pain and my doctor was already ready to prescribe opioids for me to manage the pain. And I didn't want to go that route, and I got connected to Dr. Osar and you guys, and I started working with the exercise and the change in movement habits and strategies. And it was a couple months before I realized, oh, hey, I don't have that low back pain anymore. So she felt the effects immediately, but then realized the changes that were being made, and it took time.
It takes time, right?
It takes time to change those strategies.
And that's the biggest thing, because we do have clients who feel oftentimes, not always, but oftentimes feel a difference pretty quickly. But understanding that it is a process. Just like anything, like if you're helping your client lose weight, they have to change their eating habits. They have to change their mindset around food. And it's no different when we're training people like this either. We have to help them understand their habits that they formed.
Exactly. Create that awareness.
And then help them understand why that isn't the best strategy for them, maybe at this point in time. So helping them understand that and retraining that system.
Exactly. Changing that process, because it was a strategy that worked for a time. But now it has come at that high cost and it needs to change.
Correct. And then another story is my client Jenny that you and I both see. And we've talked about Jenny because her story is actually pretty incredible, because it's not often that we get to see clients who've had low back surgery, and hers too, that actually get to have success, like true long-term success, and move forward with life. And Jenny is an awesome example of that because she did the work. That's the honest truth. She did the work. She's very gracious and she always thanks us, but she did the work that we gave her to do. And I got to see her for the first time last night since she's been back, and she was gone for the season down in her house in Florida, and so we hadn't seen her since January. And she came in and she's like, so I've changed some things, I'm trying to get off of pain medicine completely, which is a huge thing for her because she's been on it for a long time because she still has chronic pain. But when she came, she couldn't even get out of bed. She was afraid about having children. She gets out of bed every day now, and she's had a child, and she's successfully raising a child, and she's working to get off of pain medicine completely. And so when I was working with her yesterday, she's like, how did things feel? How do you think I'm doing? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, you obviously are the judge of how you're doing. I said, but honestly, you're moving the way you're supposed to. She goes, Jenice, it's because you gave me strategies that I could use these last, 5 or 6 months, that I felt good on my own.
Because that's the longest stretch that she's gone without seeing
us. So that was amazing, and that's really what we want to do always with our clients is give them those strategies of success. And so we gave Jenny strategies over time that kept her from being in this debilitating state, where she found herself oftentimes. But then to be able to have her go 5 months on her own was amazing.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and
I'm just hearing this for the first time.
So that's really exciting, and just her recognizing that she had strategies. She always knew she had them, but she was actually afraid to move away because she didn't know what she was going to do. So that speaks volumes to the work of what we talk about in this program.
Right.
That she was able to do that on her own, which was amazing.
Yes.
Makes me want to cry a little bit. Let's talk about Debbie.
Debbie. Okay, so Debbie was also just recently saying, again, she's another longtime client. She's seen all of us here at some point or another, and she came in originally for her knee and wanting to avoid surgery of her knee. She also has a history of several abdominal surgeries. And so she really didn't want to go in for that surgery for her knee, and she was looking for strategies where she could, avoid that. And in the process, again, just recently she said, you look at these exercise patterns and you think, how is this supposed to help me? How is breathing supposed to help me? How is this little movement or connection supposed to help me? And then all of a sudden you go, oh, well, there it is. and that just sums her up. Well, that's to the point.
Right.
And she realizes, and like so many other clients have told me the same thing, they realize, oh, it's deceptive at first. How can this make a change? And all of a sudden they feel the connection. They realize, oh, this does make a change. I get it now. I feel that difference in my body.
Yep.
Now I get how I have to move forward.
Yep. And that's what's so exciting, that we finally get to share this in a product for other people, because we talk about it all the time. And so it's been nice that we've been able to condense it and put it into a product for other people to use, because it is those little things, the little things, right? Those big exercises, we all know how to do them. So actually when you're in the product, you're going to see exercises that you do all the time. I beg you, though, look at how they're being performed. Listen to the cueing that's in there. When we talk about alignment, we talk about breathing, we talk about control, those are the keys to making the difference and really understanding how to cue your client and what does right and wrong look like to help them get over sometimes a big or just a small hump for the day.
Right. And the small isn't even always so small. It's because it's huge to them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm going to share Diane. Diane is a brand new client for me, and she came in, referred from Jenny, because she was having low back pain that was getting worse while she was in 2 months of physical therapy. And this is not an uncommon story. It was the reason Jenny came, because she was not having success with physical therapy either. And I'm not saying that physical therapy is bad.
Right.
It just wasn't working for these particular people. And so Diane came in. She'd already had a history of low back pain, glute pain, and then she had gone to physical therapy and it just wasn't getting better. It was actually getting worse. And so after the first session, as we always do, I followed up with Diane after the first session, and she said, I had the best night's sleep I've had in months.
Oh, that's great.
Because she would wake up with glute pain every night, several times a night. She'd have to move or stretch or whatever. And she had the longest stretch of sleep she'd had in months. So that was huge for her.
That's huge.
That's quality of life. That's everything, really.
Right.
And then we're now going on our fourth session today, and she can, the last email was, I was able to do all my squats without any pain.
Oh, wow.
And Diane is super active, and she's going a little crazy because she can't be as active because she knows she has a lot of pain right now. And so teaching her little things, and one of the things that I had to teach her was, you need to stop squeezing your abs all the time.
Right.
And the look on her face, whenever you say that to a woman,
you want me to do what?
They're like, what? What am I supposed to do with them then? So,
right.
But helping her understand that, because I actually showed her what was happening to her low back, what was the driver of her pain, what was actually happening as she was squeezing her abs and holding her glutes all the time. So that was huge for her to just feel what happened when she used those strategies all day long. And there was a pause.
Right.
Like there always is.
Process the information.
Yeah, like I shouldn't do that, but I've always done that. And that's one of the things we talk about in sharing this product of like, yes, we were all taught those things. We all did those things for a really, really long time. And we also need to recognize that that is not an ideal strategy for life.
Right.
It's just not an ideal strategy for life. And if we're teaching that to our clients to do that when they exercise, then that's now being ingrained in their bodies. And we've all done that. Mm-hmm. Now we want to change that strategy, not only to help from an aesthetic standpoint, but to help for a health of your joints standpoint as well. So Diane was just like a really quick already.
4 sessions in.
A long history of wanting to do all these things, but already seeing dramatic changes in just a few sessions of just taking the information, being very diligent with it, and following through and having success very quickly. So that is really the power of what we're going to share in this. And I know power is a really big word, but it is really...
It's really, it is. It's empowering.
Yes, it's very empowering for your clients. Yeah. Like Jenny, to be able to go 5 months.
Right.
Actually afraid to move.
Right.
Because she didn't know what she was going to do without being able to come and see us and having that success, which was amazing. Right. And then finally, the one thing we want to share with you guys, it's actually a bonus to the program when you purchase it. And Sara and I are actually going to do a live webinar about training your clients around the female cycle.
Yep.
Because women, we all know, we all come with our own baggage when it comes to our cycle.
Yep.
Whatever it is, if it's physical, if it's mental, we all have our own baggage around that. And we're going to share with you what we've been able to help our clients do to manage their symptoms, overcome their symptoms, maybe even relieve themselves of the symptoms they experience on a regular basis during their cycle. So we're actually going to do a webinar just on that as a bonus to this program when you purchase it. And Evan and I were recently at a program, and it was a really big topic at this convention of like, what about training women and these injuries they have and the female cycle? So it's actually which I'm excited. People are starting to have that conversation. Right. And so Sara and I have been having this conversation for a while now, so we're excited that more people are getting on board for this conversation, because we're actually going to talk to you specifically just about how do you help and empower your clients to overcome what may have been plaguing them forever.
For years.
Yeah, since they started that process. Yeah. So we're excited about this new program. We hope you get on board. Purchase it this weekend. It's just $97 this weekend through Sunday. So make sure that you get on. We put the link here in this post on Facebook. So please be sure, get on, read more about it. If you have questions, reach out. We're happy to answer any questions that you have. And we look forward to hearing your feedback on this product and your success. And please, if you have questions, if you're running into stuff, let us know. That's what we're here for. We're here to help and do whatever we can to help you.
We love talking and experiencing and working. Well, you know. But we do. We are very passionate about this and feel very strongly about this, and we just want to be with other like-minded individuals on this. So please join us.
Yes. So if you have any questions, like I said, reach out. Go ahead and post them below. We'll be watching this all day. And go ahead, jump on. The link is there. Get it this weekend, and have a great weekend. Take care.
Bye.